Hey YouTube, it's Anna. Thank you for watching Glitter Gal 5000, and today's video will be my everyday foundation routine. And when I mean everyday, I don't mean absolutely every day of the week. When I do choose to wear foundation for a special occasion, this is what I use. And I wanted to do this video before any makeup tutorials because I feel like you need to know how to do foundation before a smoky eye because, foundation is just the basics, and I have techniques and tricks and some product recommendations. I'll be reviewing every product I use, and I will also put it in the down bar below. And all the products that I'll be using are high-end products, so that means stuff you can get at Sephora and department stores. So if you do like more of that type of makeup, keep on watching, and if you don't, you can learn some techniques. And I will be making drugstore foundation video in a couple weeks, or by the end of the week, so soon. I didn't mean to say a couple weeks. Sorry about that. And I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get started. I have absolutely no makeup on, and usually I would moisturize my face and let it sink in for 10 minutes, but the foundation I'll be using is a tinted moisturizer with SPF, so I just skip that step. But if you're not using a tinted moisturizer, go ahead and moisturize. I'll be starting with a foundation primer, and this step is unnecessary, but I like to use it so my beautiful foundation can stay all day. And this is the Mercier foundation primer base. I don't really know how to read that. And this is in the color, sorry, does this have a color? I don't know, but this is what the packaging looks like. So I just do like I don't use a brush, I just use my fingers like I would for lotion. And I just put a little bit on. I don't usually put this, it's a little too much. I don't usually put this all over my face, just in the spots where I'm most oily throughout the day, like around my T-zone and around my nose, and go down your neck because you will be putting foundation on your neck. And this feels so good, and this step, as I said before, is unnecessary, but it will keep your foundation on a lot longer, and it also will make it not be as cakey and stuff like that. So yeah, Mercier foundation primer. And then sticking with the Mercier theme, I like to use like products with products, like foundation primers with foundation. I'll be using the Mercier tinted moisturizer SPF 20 lightweight flawless coverage cream under tinted SPF 20, and in the summer, this is SPF 20, which is great, but 20 is not really enough, so if it was a summertime, I would apply a sunscreen beforehand, but this is fine for winter. And squeezy tubes are my favorite than like a bottle, so I just put a little bit on my face. There we go. Not too much, because you can always apply more because you don't want to have too much foundation on the back of your hand. So I just go like that. And the brush I'll be using is the Trish Mavoy New York City in 20. And I really like Trish Mavoy brushes. This isn't a stippling brush, but it has a flat top because I feel like stippling brushes are not as full coverage, and I want to do a full coverage foundation so you guys can see. And yeah, and I really like Trish Mavoy packaging, I guess. I love the gold and silver. So yeah, I'm just gonna make that, and then I'm just gonna put it on the tips. There's a mirror right here, so yeah. And I'm just gonna dot that right on my face. And I'm just gonna stipple it first all over. Oh, I forgot the color. What's the color of this? These are really hard to find. Oh, nude. The color is nude. And then obviously the foundation primer would not have a color. That was stupid of me. I apologize. And I go over my lips because I like that instead of a lip base. And I feel like if I'm using like a pink, it makes the color pay off more. So I stipple that over my face. And you probably can't see, but it looks absolutely crazy right now. So that's just stippled in. I need a little more foundation, so there we go. And that's what it looks like. It's probably a little bit too dark for me, but you know, whatever. So I'm gonna put a little bit more. And I do like to go over my eyes because I'm gonna be using concealer there, so it's all good. So now I'm just gonna use round motions, going down my neck, taking the foundation off my cheeks and my face, down my neck, so it's not too crazy. So using circular motions, buff that into my skin. And this is full coverage. I feel like these brushes work better for a fuller coverage, and then stippling brushes work well too. I love Trish Mavoy and I love this foundation, so tell me what you think. I definitely recommend both of these products if you're looking for a foundation. They work beautifully together and I really like the finish. It's not cakey or anything. And then I'm going to take the Sephora Precision Sponge. It looks like this. And I'm just going to pat that in so it looks more airbrushed and gorgeous. I have some brushes on my face. The one thing I do have to say about Trish Mavoy brushes, they do shed quite a bit, so they're not the most long-lasting brushes. And I went ahead and cleaned all my brushes before I started the video. It is so important to clean your brushes before you put on any makeup. I deep clean them about once a week or whenever I need to. If I use it a lot this week, twice a week. If I don't use it, maybe once every 1.5 weeks. But cleaning your brushes is so important. If you don't clean, it could build up to bacteria and stuff you do not want. So, I just like to let that kind of dry a little bit, if that makes sense. On to powder. Okay, I'm so scared of loose powder. I'm going to be so careful. If I'm going so slowly, I'm sorry. But this is the YSL. I'm kind of confused about, the label. It says Imprini 3% semi-loose powder. Whatever. So, okay. What I do for loose powder is I put it and I just kind of dump and I just kind of shake it, baby. Shake it, baby. Sorry. Okay. You know what? I'm sorry. I think I'm not going to use that because, I don't know. I'm just changing my mind. I'll be using the ID Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. And this, oh, what color? Mineral Veil. That's just the name of it. Sorry. So then I'm just going to take the Bare Minerals brush and I'm just going to take that. This is a big and fluffy brush. I'm just going to pat that all over my face. So this sets my powder, it sets my foundation, sorry about that, and it keeps it matte, so not shiny, because, foundation is obviously liquid, so, it makes your skin shiny. Okay. And then with clean fingers, I'm just gonna rub my hands to take off any excess. And on to concealer. My favorite way of doing concealer is after my foundation. I just feel like that's easier for me, and I did go over my eyes with foundation, but I will gonna use this too because I have dark spots. And I'll be using the Mercier undercover pot. It has powder on the bottom and concealer and brightener on the top. That's what it looks like. As you can see, I've hit pan. Well, I don't really know what to call it. There isn't any brightener left, but I'm not going to use bright. I actually do like, actually not a big fan of concealer pots. I like it better in tubes or anything like that. So yeah. So I'm just going to take my finger clean. And I'm just going to put that underneath my eyes. And this concealer is super thick, super long wearing. I'm using a lot of Laura Mercier today. Okay. I just realized something. This is my first, so it hasn't sunken in yet, but, so yeah. I haven't blended it in yet. But this is my first, makeup tutorial on this channel because I made a tutorial on my other channel, but I had to take it down because it was horrible. And I actually had to take down that channel because, it had a wrong name. But yeah. But most of my videos are on this. So I'm just going to take my middle finger, don't want to hold it up. I'm just going to pat that into my skin. Don't rub and pull out the skin like I was probably doing before. I mean, it's a beauty habit. I preach it. I probably don't do it. And I just like to blend this all in. Okay, there we go. Now moving on to bronzer and blush, so contouring. I like to use my, okay, wait, no. I'm going to do my bronzer first. This is Sephora by Izak. I have to make this fast. This is taking too long. I probably use this every day. It has this, and then, so now I'm just going to take the Trish Mavoy Beauty, I'm just going to take the bronzer side, and this is not a contour brush because I don't want too much of a harsh lines for this video. It's just not the look I'm going for today, and this is matte, and I'm just going to take this and run it along my cheekbones and kind of suck in. So like that, contouring your cheekbones is such a great step. Yeah, now you're ready to go. No, I'm JK. is such a great step. It just makes your face look skinnier a little bit. And then I'm actually gonna take the same brush I used for my fat powder to blend this in. And I just think bronzer is one of my favorite. I probably could, if I only could pick one thing a day, I would probably pick bronzer. I'm not the biggest blush girl, but I know a lot of people love blush, so I will include it for the video. So yeah. I have so much makeup on, like right now, like it's caked on. Like this bronzer doesn't even seem that much, but I had to put on a lot for the video so you guys can see. So then I'm going to take my Dream Bouncy Blush Maple New York. This is in the color 15 Rose Petal. And this is such unique packaging. It is so fluffy. And then I'm actually going to take my fingers. I'm just going to dot this on the apples of my cheeks. This is such a pretty color. So then I'm going to go back in with the precision sponge and I'm just going to blend that out. I like using this instead of my fingers. I like it a lot better actually. So now for highlighting. I'm going to take the same palette and now we have this eyeshadow quad, and I'm going to take the light shimmery one. It's similar to All That Glitters from MAC. So I'm just going to put this down the bridge of my nose and on my cheekbones. Okay. And then this just makes me look dewy and iridescent, and the bronzer makes me look alive. The cheeks make me look sunny and happy, and then the highlighter makes me look amazing. So yeah, I actually do this a couple minutes after my concealer just because I feel like it makes it sink in more. Back with the Laura Mercier concealer pot. I'm going to take the powder side. And this sets the concealer. I like to do this a couple minutes after because I feel like I swipe away the concealer. And I'm using the MAC 7 brush. This is actually an eyeshadow brush, but I like to use it for concealer because I feel like it just works better for me. So I'm just going to take that. I'm just going to press this into my skin. I love this brush. I feel like it presses in and it looks so pretty and nice. And you are done. That's all you gotta do for beautiful, flawless skin. Thank you for watching. Make my day. Hit the subscribe button. Peace out.